Good day, everyone. With that question, Cebu Pacific, it is also one of the famous airline in the Philippines. With that, we all know also the Cebu Pacific, it is a low-cost carrier but has a successfully dominated the domestic market in the Philippines. With that, gaining control of about 60% of the market share. With that percentage, it also has a double amount that is rival. We all know it is Philippine Airlines and holds domestically too. So the Cebu Pacific plans to invest most of its profit. So with that, into a purchasing a new aircraft with improved fuel efficiency. So with that, there has also an addition of more aircraft to its fleet will allow the airlines to sell even more. And with that, it has also a competitive airfares to the customers. Let's add with that report. And Cebu Pacific Air is known as the dominant air cargo carrier in the country. And since then, the company continued initiating its low fare and great value strategy, which turned out as the reason of their success. And for being the number one airline in the local flights. And the Cebu Pacific market strategy in the business are those leisures and business travelers prefer less comfort and more travel they appear. And first one, why they like a Cebu Pacific, because it has a budget conscious, satisfied with low cost, safe flights, and enjoyable airline services. During the pandemic, we faced differences, struggles in our lives too. Also, Cebu Pacific has a difficulty situation too. With that, this is a difficult but it is necessary decision for Cebu Pacific in order to fulfill its long-term commitment to provide affordable and accessible air transportation and services. And with that, the public company, the layoffs also come as the budget airline to review the reaffirmed its long-term plans due to rapid changes in business conditions.
Cebu Pacific Travel Advisory Number 5. Flexible options for domestic and international flights until January 15, 2022. As of 4 p.m. January 8, 2022, Cebu Pacific is managing the impact of COVID-19 on its workforce after receiving an unprecedented level of employees who are either sick or under home quarantine. Despite best efforts, the current situation has resulted in necessary reductions in scheduled flights, flight delays, and on-the-spot cancellations remain a possibility given the uncertainty of the situations. As such, CEB is encouraging passengers traveling for non-essential purposes from January 8 to 15 to take any of the following flexible options through the managed booking portal on the Cebu Pacific. First is rebook. Rebook for travel within 60 days at no additional cost following CEB's permanent removal of change fees, fare difference waive. Number 2, Travel Fund. Store the amount in a virtual CEB wallet valid for 2 years and use this to either book a new flight or pay for add-ons, baggage allowance, seat selection, etc. Number 3, Refund. The process may take up to 2 months from the date of request. We are doing our best to address the needs of both our employees and passengers as we manage this situation and remain committed to prioritizing health and safety above all else. We apologize for the inconvenience this has brought about to our passengers and thank everyone for their kind understanding as the whole world navigates through this pandemic.
Manager of Cebu Pacific. You notice that your direct competitors are following your low price strategy. Discuss your counter strategies. As a marketing manager of Cebu Pacific, I will use low income but fast strategy. This kind of strategy can boost the marketing and at the same time the income continuously flow. And I will also recommend promos on people who are celebrating special moment in their life. Like birthdays, we give special discounts to the person is celebrating his or her birthday. Wedding anniversary, we will provide special promos fair to the couple and give freebies. Cebu Pacific Airline is one of the most established airline here in our country. Here, you can experience different things from the other airlines. We provide good service to our guests who wish to travel in place. The crews are well trained that can accommodate that guest and do their best to satisfy each and everyone on board. You can feel like you're in your own home during the long tiring travel hours since the crews are all welcoming. Delicious food for the people on board are also available to satisfy your hunger. Delicacies from the regions of our country are also introduced for foreign tourists. If they want to try, this airline is committed to providing the total quality travel experience. To all our customers, we endeavor to create a product that would make us truly proud and our customers satisfied. Our aim to is to accord our customers an experience which they would remember us by through a consistent effort to enhance our services. For our Christmas promo, a family round trip package to Korea, Japan, and Thailand for only 8,999 pesos and 15,999 for 5 person is available starting from 5th of December until 31st of December. We want to offer you and your family an unforgettable bonding moment to such beautiful places to experience fun things with your loved ones. If you or your family are one of those who love to visit these places, what are you waiting for? Grab the chance to have a blessed Christmas vacation here in our service. We wish you all an advanced Merry Christmas.
Cebu Pacific Air is the Philippines' largest airline, carrying over 1.5 million passengers each month to over 60 domestic and international destinations, including Australia, Japan, and Dubai. The airline pioneered the low fare, great value strategy in Asia and continue to innovate with a new customer experience strategy and command center for customer care. The new command center has put customer care at the heart of Cebu Pacific Air situation on the executive level of its corporate headquarters. The glass enclosed office has made customer care movie more visible and its operation more accessible. Executives can walk in at any time and use touch screens to explore real-time data on cases and customer sentiment. They can also speak to agents for an extra layer of insight on what customers may be experiencing that day. These conversations and the visible presence of the customer care team help ensure customer needs and sentiment are considered in every strategic decision made. The command center is a result of a wider service transformation which has brought all of Cebu Pacific Air's customer care agents together as one team. In the past, Two teams handled inbound inquiries and complaints. The first managed traditional channels, including feedback via web forms, emails, and phone. The second managed social media channels for the airline. The implementation of Salesforce Service Cloud has connected these teams and empowered them to respond in a more consistent and effective way.